Hi, welcome to the studio. This is Pamela Underwood, and today I'm going to talk to you about a printmaking method that originated with linoleum block print. But today, instead of using linoleum block, we're going to be using this soft cut material, but it makes it a whole lot easier to do. I did some sketches of my dog Bosque, and I did them right on the block. Then I began to cut the image out with the linoleum block print tools. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what we ended up with, and then I'll go through the steps of the process that I followed to get to the printing of the print. So this is the print block after it's all cut out. I've been printing him with purple and blues, and this is the print. And then this is another example of the print on a great big book that I'm making, and it's a closer shot of the same thing. And here's my faithful companion and model Bosque, and this is the position that I basically drew him in. And this is the very beginning of the print block process. I have already cut quite a bit out, and I'm going to continue to do that to show you how it works. I first went around the edges with a very small blade, and now I've changed to a thicker blade so that I can get larger amounts of area out at once. Your printmaking process will be more satisfying if you think about how you want to cut around the image. What do you want the background to look like? Because it will show, parts of it will show when you finally print it. So I like the look of going around the contour of the image and just following that so that it looks like waves of line that repeat the contour, and they get smaller and smaller like you see there on the left. I think that is a nice design for a beginning. We can always cross hatch it later or something like that. Now the video is about to speed up. Sometimes you want to take the edges down like this in order to not have them print like a square block. But I'll show you later how you can take off the edges with this particular kind of material easily with scissors, and that's what we'll do later. But if you don't want to do that, you're going to want to take off that edge so you don't have that real square if you don't want it. Oh, here we go. Now it's faster. I cracked myself up. I love it. Okay, so here we go with the scissors. It also cuts down on a lot of your cutting out. And here I'm finishing up that particular section. And now I'm going to change blades because I want to have a smaller blade to do some detail work. And the blades are in the back of this particular cutting tool. And just choose the one that you need size-wise. Put the other ones back because they're really sharp. And then if you turn it over and the end of it is clear, you can just gently put the blade in and tighten it really well, and then you can start to cut. So now we will do a test print on this to see how it looks using BioColor, a paint that's inexpensive and water soluble, easy. I just put it on a plexiglass and roll it up with a brayer, a printmaking brayer. And you can see how thin this paint is, but I like it because it doesn't dry very fast and it works pretty well. So now we're going to turn it over just on top of the book that we looked at earlier. So here's what it looks like in purple, and there's the print block next to it. That's the print block. It's kind of splotchy, but Next, I will be rolling it up with a blue, a kind of a turquoise, and I'm just going to do it right over that purple residue, and it's going to mix and make a beautiful mottled color. I'm just going to be picking this up and laying it gently down on the page. Sometimes if your paper is free, you'll want to put the paper on top of the inked image. But I'm doing just the opposite because I'm using a bound book. And I'm rubbing it with my hands so that I can get all of the areas to be in contact with the paper so that the paper can accept the ink. If it were the opposite and my paper was on top of the ink, I would perhaps be rubbing it with the back of a wooden spoon or some type of tool like that. That's cool. Yeah, so now I'm flipping it over to make it a ghost print on the other side. I'm always surprised at how well the second printing works. The colors, how they are modeled, and you'll see when I pull this off what I mean. I almost like it better. Thank you for joining us for linoleum block printmaking, and I hope this inspires you to do your own unique print block.